Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. This one is on this new Retaliation uh, event. and, well, I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it. And if this is any help to you, I'm going to use the Malachi for uh, every base. I can use a few missiles to speed up base 4, and the rest of them, it's pretty simple. You do have some help inside here. So the things that are going to kill your drones are these infantry. So you want to kill the infantry first. And then you've got the anti-air rocket launchers that I'm shooting right now. Um, and So those, once they kill your drones, they will target your Malachi. So you want to kill them quickly. It does help to have the damage boost on there. And now I'm going to open this little barn up here so that I can start using these extra orbiters to sort of help me out. One thing you want to take care of in base 1 is there is a viral turret to the south. So you do want to take care of that. There's also this other um, anti-air rocket launcher there, and the viral turret at the south. Of course, that will hurt um, your Malachi. So you want to use these orbiters to at least take out um, the viral turret. But if you've still got orbiters left, take out um, the heavy flak as well. And one last thing I just want to say, I do have shock op on, and that will help protect you because there's lots and lots of turrets in here that you can shock. The reason I said that you should have the boosts on for damage, the two free damage boosts, is because a lot of these turrets are going to be epic turrets, and they will take a long time for the Malachi to kill them. There's other options. You can, um, retreat your Malachi and bring in other units, but most of the ground units are very slow. They don't move across the base very good. You got to go around walls and everything. So I don't know how much time you're going to save by doing that. And then it would just be a little bit more complicated, but you would want to take out all the anti-ground and then bring in your uh, maybe your sepulcher or something like that to take out the rest of it. But I don't know how much you're going to save uh, because this is actually pretty fast all the way through until base 4, where there's a lot of epic turrets. Um, and So that's base 1, 0 damage. Here's base 2. Base 3, I basically just started the event, so base 3 is the only base I took any damage on, but it was just like a few seconds. I'm going to figure out a way to avoid that. Otherwise, this would have been 0 damage altogether. So again, we got the rocket launcher here. What do they call those things? Can't think of it right now. I don't know what the name for those purple ones are. It's a different name than what we have. We used to have those, and there is a special op that has those anti-air um, things in there. Let me see if I can find the name for those things so that we know what we're talking about. Looking it up right now. Seekers, that's what they're called. It's the purple or their version of the Seekers. So you see, I'm using the orbiters to take out all the anti-air. There's another Seeker in the back right there. We did take care of the other um, anti-air uh, turret that was right there. And that's pretty much it for this base. Now you can basically put it on Ruby. You've got plenty of time for base 1, 2, 3, but 4 is going to be a little tricky to get it done in time. Now that Seeker did kill all of my orbiters, so I had to come in there with my Malachi. Just before you move in on the Seekers, just make sure you've got lots of the orange fire drones around your Malachi. And then there's really nothing less left here that can cause any damage. It's just a matter of doing cleanup. And so I'm putting everything on aggressive. And I was just looking to see if there was any way that I can speed it up. And the only thing I can think of is I could use corrosion missiles because you can't bring a second unit in. And if I were to use a special op, then I would lose my shock op. And I think the shock op is important. So if you're thinking, why don't you just use a special op? Sure, I could. I could use one of the new um, special ops that are in the in the store, but which would have like there's a basic one, a medium one, and a high one. They're very expensive, and I did try the medium one already. It's 45,000 XP, and it comes with I think two orbiters. And I lost my shock op, so to me it didn't help um, because they still die, and then as a matter of fact, without the shock op, they die quicker. So um, it's not much help, particularly on base 4. You're kind of stuck if you don't have shock op. Well, I do use shock missiles, but it is helpful, I think, to have the shock op on um, for all of the bases. It helps. Corrosion missiles. I don't have any built, and I'm not going to build any right now, but corrosion missiles are the missiles that I'm going to recommend. Um, I normally do have corrosion missiles built, but right now I don't. And corrosion missiles, once you get the blue support turret gone, then you can corrode the missiles. You can't corrode anything if the blue support turret is on. So just keep that in mind. Um, on base 4, there's a Rapture that has a blue support turret, so I do use a missile on it to destroy the blue support turret, and then I shock it. So it takes two missiles. Now this is the one where I moved in too far. Um, so I have already come up with a way to correct this, but it's not always going to work. Instead of shooting the little barn where the extra units are, you shoot the blue support turret, and that will kill the barn half of the time. So as long as that works, then you get your aircraft out of there, and the aircraft kill the Rapture with the green turret on it. If not, you're going to get hit by the Rapture at least once. It's still free repair, but you'll see in this video, I did not shoot the blue thing. I went for the barn itself, and I got shot. But this is me just starting the event, so I have, there's a learning curve that you have to go through. And right there, I got shot by the Rapture, and I should have shot the blue support turret, and the splash damage most of the time will kill that building, and you're out of range of that rapture. Now you've got I believe it's a hunter missile here, and then you've got the one more seeker behind the hunter missile. So you want to try to get in there and kill it, because that's a lot of firepower right there shooting those orbiters. And um, it's better if you can keep your orbiters, because they help you a lot. Now we've got two of these infantry guys which are trying to kill my orbiters. And I hope that I can save them, because they do help me speed up the base a little bit. So, is there any more of these? I don't think anything else can shoot my orbiters. So now we should be good. That's like 1 second damage on my Malachi right there, because I just got shot by the Rapture one time. You can take quite a few shots from a Rapture with a max level Malachi, so don't worry about that too much. If the Rapture has the green viral turret, that's a different story. If it shoots you with the green viral turret and it shoots your drones, that'll kill you very, very quickly. It's different when it kills your drones with the viral turret, but if it just shoots you or shoots the main unit, it's not as bad. I may have made a mistake before where I've been standing right on top of a viral turret that was shocked, and I forgot to kill it, and then the shock op wears off, or not the shock op, but the shock missile wears off, and then it starts shooting at me, but it shoots my drones first. So the uh, the Rapture uh, is going to obviously shoot your drones because they're lower, they're closer, but it'll kill those drones pretty quickly. So you got to get to it and shock it, or um, another way, or destroy it before the shock wears off. But because of that, I know that the Rapture itself doesn't hurt the Malachi max level Malachi very much. So this fourth base, I find it very easy, but just long and drawn out. The fourth base is super easy. It's not hard because everything is spread out. It's a little bit easier to get to everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and kill these infantry guys, right? I'm going to try to move in the back there without getting in the range of the seeker, and get the other infantry guys to come out. I want to get the infantry guys to come out and kill them. They're a little bit slow to kill them, but that's my number one priority starting this base off. My second priority is going to be to get to that anti-missile bastion. You can just see it there under the icon for my um, where my name is, next to that power plant. So, um, like I said, when I did this video, I was just starting the event, and I didn't realize that these turrets are taking way too long to kill, and you're going to run out of time. So, what I would have done differently is I would have used corrosion missiles. I would have killed that bastion by now, and I would have started dropping corrosion missiles on the turrets that are epic. So take a look and you'll see which ones are epic. Well, actually, you can kind of see which ones are epic because they have the epic railguns on them. This one right here with the green is an epic. There was another one I've already killed. Um, there's quite a few of these epic ones, and you can see because they've got the epic turrets on them. But if you don't know what the epic turrets look like, just go ahead and view the base so that you get an idea of which ones are epic. But there's a lot on this base. The other way you can know that they're epic is because they're just taking forever to kill. Um, oh, right. And on this, I don't have I don't have my boosts on. That's the other thing. My boosts have expired. Um, for this entire video, I did not have the boost on. So actually, I'm going to be a little bit slower here. So I'll do another video with the boosts on so that you can see it's actually much faster. And also I'll use all of the proper missiles and everything. This video is just to show you that it's very easy and free repair or instant repair is the way it should be. But I'll do one more video with zero damage, using the proper missiles, and having all my boosts on, and then you'll see it'll be actually much shorter than this, because this is kind of long and drawn out. Um, Normally, these events, we're getting through them a little bit quicker, but this one, for the low payout that you're getting, 2,500 points for the base one, I think it's 5,000 points for base two or something, or no, 7,500 points for base two. But it's just like long and drawn out. This is an event style that I don't like because all it really is a make you grind for no reason type event, forcing you to use one unit and then putting all the epic units in that you the unit you're going to be using is not effective against. That's making you grind for no reason. There's no reason to do that. If you're going to get through the base, you're going to get through the base, right? So um, making you take a lot of extra time, it's just like they're not going to make any money on that. That's not it's not a smart thing to do. We're almost through this base. There's really not much more. We got another seeker here, and then there's a rapture and a seeker in the back, and then a few infantry, and that's it. The rest of this base, it just takes a long time to clear. Already, I think we're at like 15 minutes for the event, and so far, and I think by the time we get done, let's take a look here. Um, yeah, it's like 24 minutes, 23 minutes or something like that to do an entire set. But as I said, it'll be much faster if you use your boosts and if you also the three free boosts, which are 300 silicon and 300 chemicals. Those two boosts, and there's only one boost that's 300 chemicals and another one that's 300 silica. So you can't get confused. They're the exploding bronze and silver icon, and those will help you do more damage. And let's see, you're not really taking any damage, so you don't need any defensive ones. If you are taking damage, you're doing something wrong. You're not paying attention to the video because there's no reason to take any damage. And the one little bit of damage, of 1 second damage that I did take on base three, I've already showed you what my mistake was. And so again, focus on these infantry because what they're going to do is slowly but surely they're going to pick off your drones, and then you can't go after the seekers. So when you go after the seekers, you want to have all your drones up. Um, the um, the let's see, what's it called? The Rapture um, turret is just off the map right there. You can't see it, but before I drop a shock missile on that, I want to clear these last couple of infantry. And you notice I'm focusing a little bit on this railgun, and that's because if I focus on the infantry, they want to run away when my drones are gone, which will draw me out, and I don't want to be drawn toward that rapture. So I want to kill all the infantry, as I am doing. Um, and then I've already killed the one protective turret. And now I'm not going to worry about the rapture. I'm going straight for the seeker. Um, going straight for the seeker because the rapture is shocked, and then I'll take care of the rapture later. Now, what I should be doing, I do have shock up on right now, which ends up saving me. And this is why I say have shock up on. Because right now I have totally forgotten that I'm on top of a rapture. And now I can't even see the rapture to target it if I wanted to. And it starts shooting me, and then I start to notice it because that shock op will or excuse me, that shock missile lasts quite a long time. Um, but notice these infantry guys are killing all of my drones, right? So I have to kill the infantry guys, and if I didn't have any drones there, that rapture would have devastated me. But fortunately, when the shock missile wears off, I've got a couple of drones there. See, it starts shooting me now. It's shooting at my drones, and I noticed it right in time, and it didn't actually do any damage to me because I had the shock up on. Now, if you do something like that and you don't have shock up on, and you're sitting there trying to kill this thing for 2 minutes, you're going to take a lot of damage. So that's why I recommend having the shock up on. Um, Although that's the first time I've ever made that mistake and totally forgot about that missile. The shock missile lasts a long time, but not forever. Just got lucky there. I got lucky that I moved out of the way and was able to see that the Rapture was shooting at me. Now the rest of the base, there's nothing that can hurt me here. The problem is that now I'm running out of time. And as I said, I do not have any boosts on. And I'm not using any missiles. I start looking at my missiles and I start realizing, what I really need is my corrosion missiles. And and then I'm thinking, well, I've got 3 minutes here. I can do it, no problem. And actually, I almost run out of time, which is my fault. My fault for not having the boosts on. And for not having my corrosion missiles. I always have corrosion missiles. They are by far my favorite missile. They're more powerful than shock missiles, and they're cheap. There's no delay time in between missiles, and they will cause things to corrode, and they will make it like way easier. And when you're not shooting at it, right? Like right now, I'm shooting at this railgun. I could be dropping corrosion missiles on all the other missiles, and while I'm not shooting at it, the corrosion missiles are doing work. So they are actually killing the turrets while I'm not even working on them. So they have multiple uses, the corrosion missiles. Shock missiles have two purposes. They shock and they do a little bit of damage. They can take out support turrets. But corrosion missiles corrode and they do damage, but they're eating away at things when you're not shooting at it. So that's another reason why they're my favorite. They're my favorite missiles. But for this event, shock and corrosion are all you're going to need. And right now, I thought about using a missile, but I was like, well, it's all right because I don't want to waste the missile either. So we had more than a minute there, and I did not have on. Oh, I do have my boosts on. Actually, so I take that back. I do have the two boosts on, but I didn't have my missiles. So even with the boosts on, it's slower. Wow. So there you have it, guys. Free repair or instant repair on the event.